What if everything you think about saving money is backwards? You've seen the videos. Shopping carts worth hundreds of dollars, receipts dropping from $500 to $3. People cheering, comments saying, "Genius! Life hack! I need to learn this." But here's the uncomfortable question nobody asks. If they're beating the system, why does the system keep letting them win? Because maybe they're not winning at all. And before you get defensive, stay with me. This isn't about judging anyone. It's about understanding something most of us never question. Couponing used to be simple. Clip a coupon, save a little, move on. Then America turned saving into a competition. Reality TV, YouTube challenges, TikTok deal hunters, binders filled with coupons, shopping routes planned like military operations. Extreme couponing became a strategy game. Have you ever felt proud? Not because you needed something, but because you got it cheaper than everyone else? That feeling matters more than you think, because saving stopped being about money. It became about identity. The rise of online coupon influencers helped millions learn how to save. People like Joni Demer helped turn couponing into a movement. At first, it was empowering. Families felt smarter, more in control. But something slowly changed. Saving turned into chasing. Chasing the next deal. Chasing the next victory. Chasing proof that you were smarter than the system. And this is where the psychology begins. Here's what happens neurologically. You search, you compare, you stack discounts, you anticipate the checkout moment. Then the total drops dramatically. Your brain releases dopamine, not because you saved money, because you won. Be honest, does the discount sometimes feel better than the product itself? That's not weakness, that's design. Extreme couponing turns shopping into a game. And once something becomes a game, people don't want to stop playing. Older generations often see couponing as responsibility. We survived recessions. We learned to stretch every dollar. Coupons meant discipline, preparation, control. But younger generations changed the rules. Time became more valuable than optimization. Why spend hours researching deals? Yet here's the twist. They didn't abandon couponing. They digitized it. Promo codes, cashback apps, algorithmic discounts, invisible coupons. The binder disappeared. But the system followed them into their phones. Are you avoiding coupon culture? Or are you already inside it without realizing? Visit some extreme couponers' homes, and you'll see entire rooms filled with products. Hundreds of shampoos, stacks of toothpaste, years of supplies. On the surface, preparedness, but underneath, sometimes fear, scarcity mindset. If it's cheap now, what if it never comes back? Have you ever bought something you didn't need, just because it felt too cheap to ignore? That moment is where saving quietly shifts into something else. Some stories didn't end well. People overwhelmed by stockpiles, storage turning into clutter, clutter turning into stress. There were even cases where extreme couponers crossed legal lines using fraudulent coupons, not because they started dishonest, but because chasing the next deal slowly moved their boundaries. And the scariest part? Most of them didn't notice when savings stopped being healthy. Fast montage of receipts and price drops. Wait, I need to show you something that might make you uncomfortable. Some extreme couponers saved thousands and still ended up spending more overall. Not because they failed, because the system predicted their behavior. And this is the part almost nobody talks about. Stores are not losing money. They calculate everything. Coupons bring you inside. Once inside, you buy more. Even when you think you're disciplined. This is called the basket effect. When was the last time you went into a store for one thing and left with 5? Digital coupons go even deeper. Every click collects data: what you buy, when you shop, how price sensitive you are. Then offers become personalized, not to help you win, but to optimize your spending. And this changes everything about how you see discounts. Couponers often say, "I beat the system." But ask yourself, if a casino lets you win small amounts consistently, does that mean the casino is losing? Or does it mean the system is working perfectly? This is not about blaming anyone. We all do this. Different apps, different habits, same psychology. Extreme couponing isn't really about money. It's about control. In a world where prices rise and life feels unpredictable, getting a deal feels like reclaiming power. And that feeling is real. But here's the uncomfortable part. When control becomes the goal, the purchase stops being about need and starts being about relief. Did you save money, or did you just feel like you won? I'm not saying coupons are bad. Saving money is smart. But maybe the real question is, are you saving because it improves your life, or because it calms your anxiety? Next time you see someone paying $3 for a full cart, don't just ask, how did they do that? Ask, what game are they actually playing? Because real freedom isn't winning every deal. It's knowing when to walk away. If you like exploring uncomfortable truths hiding inside everyday habits, subscribe. Because the deeper we go, the more normal things start to look different.